Hey, this is Koth Hebo, and welcome to, well, might I say, another exciting and wonderful episode of Old Dude Plays Minecraft. I'm on my Bedrock World, which means it's a world with just one layer of bedrock and very little else. There's a few villages and a few other odds and ends, but not much. So I kind of have to make everything I need and make it work. So we're on days 51 through 55 here in this video. You can see I was just taking a look at my how much stuff I had. I'm gonna make some capacitors to make my stirling generators generate power a little bit better, because I don't have quite enough at this point to make it work, or at least to be able to add anything to it. So that's tearing along. I'm gonna need some coal broken up to make these capacitors. So I'm throwing that in my sag mill. Now we're just checking some other things, kind of seeing how stuff is going. Got a fair, you see there's a fair amount of cobblestone coming, but it's not coming that fast. So I'm going to run up and I'm going to kill something, because I enjoy killing things. Boom, 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 and gone. Okay. Nice little haul. So let's run back down. I'm going to go ahead and get my earth and fire essence harvested, because I'm going to be able to use some of that to make cobblestone. And eventually it's going to be automated. I don't even have to touch it. Let's go back and kill something else, because I hadn't killed something in like 3 or 4 seconds. So boom, 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 and gone. Okay. That was a good haul. Move some things around a bit. I'm going to stick a torch up here, because this is spawning actually a little faster than I want it to right now. I don't want to have to be up clearing this thing every few seconds, because I got something else to do. So coming down and going to clean out my inventory here. Put things in the loot recycler, get some loot bags, and process them. I had some niter there, which is useless. I threw that away. Other things go in there. Stick some iron things I got. Okay, and you can see here I've got my, that was my redstone that I'm pulling up. And I've got a place ready for it over here, so I'm going to go ahead and plant it. So this will start growing redstone, and again, eventually it will be automated completely. So we're headed back down now, and I'm in another weird phase of the game, or of this build, where I've got a lot to do. Okay, I still don't have enough energy conduit, or still don't have enough energy. So let's come over here and build these capacitors. That's sulfur I'm throwing away. I really don't have much use for that. I may have some uses later in the game, but not much right now. Okay, I've got materials here that I can build more stuff out of. But I'm going to, first of all, make some more gold nuggets. And then I'm going to make my bunch of basic capacitors. I'm going to make 8 of them. And that will eventually get me 2 octadic capacitors. So I'm thinking, because when I was doing this, I couldn't remember the word capacitor, which is just awful. This is why you're watching an old dude played Minecraft, because every once in a while everything just goes out the window. And that's what happened there. But eventually I figured out that I could make a capacitor. Yes, that's the word. Yay! Wow, that's sad. That is sad. See what you have to look forward to if you live long enough? It's awesome. Yeah, be nice to your parents and your grandparents. They just have these things that happen, and nothing to do about it. I was taking some medicines, and I discovered that the medicines might be contributing to my blank moments, so I stopped taking it. I told my doctor I wasn't going to take it anymore, and immediately felt a little bit better. Obviously not that much better, but enough. Okay, so I went to grab some glowstone, because I need to make a couple of glowstone blocks, or regular just glowstone. that now I can make my octadic capacitors out of. Now we run down and we put these into our first couple of stirling generators, and you see I'm at 20 RF per tick. Now after I put this in, boom, I'm at 80 RF per tick. So it's definitely producing a lot more power, a lot faster. So that's running along, and that's good. That probably is not enough. I think I'm going to need to make some more, but that gets things going here. Why do I have skystone dust in my inventory? That's odd. Okay, look at the conduit. Still not there, or still don't have any positive power. But if I look at these, those are starting to do a lot better. So it must be running better. Just a matter of being patient here, and we'll get there. But I know I need a lot more power because I've got more machines to build. Let's, okay, I'm going to empty this a little bit. Let's move this. Why do I still have that in my inventory? Okay, I'm going to grab my skystone dust and bone meal. I need a little bit of bone meal. I don't need any skystone dust. So I'm just going to pitch these for now. Eventually I'll have a trash can to throw them into, but for now I'm just going to pitch them out, and they will despawn here in a few minutes. As long as I don't run over them, I won't pick them up, and I won't care. So those are gone. Boom, very good. Getting dark. Let me go see what I got here now. I'm going to get the aluminum out. This powdered iron. I'm gonna get this silver. I'm gonna need silver here in a while. Not for 10-12 days yet, but I'm gonna need some. So let's go ahead and turn these into the dust blocks that the smeltery will handle. Put the aluminium in, as they say overseas, I think. And the iron, boom and boom. And those are going to run. That's going to be awesome. You can see what's going on here now. Okay. Now we go to sleep. That's the end of day 51. Let's go into day 52. Remember that the journey map up there on the right is always a day behind. There is a good explanation for it, but I don't care. So we're on day 51, and we are going through our inventory, and I'm going, I don't have enough of what I'm looking for to make more capacitors. So I'm going to have to make more energetic alloys. I make those out of gold ingots and redstone and glowstone dust. There it is. Let's go put it in the alloy smelter. Eventually I'll add some things to this to make it feed and take out of the smelter automatically. But for now I don't care. It's not enough to matter. Let me go ahead and make some more sticks, and we're going to put those into the loot recycler and get more loot bags and get more stuff. You can slow it down if you want to look at it, but I don't think you care that much. I did get something interesting there. I got a diamond horse armor. You'll see what I do with that here in just a bit. Finish emptying this. Okay, now, I crush it to make diamonds. Now, you try to do it in this thing, sag mill, no go. It doesn't like it. Has to be in a regular pulverizer. So I'm going to go here, and I'm going to swap out my cobble for the diamond horse armor, and then I get 5 diamonds, which is not a bad haul. Real happy with that. So let's grab the diamonds. Let's put the gravel back where it was going. Can dump these diamonds. Okay, that's getting there. Now let me make some more stone shears and go cut down more trees. I'll cut down trees, I eat my lunch. If you know what that's from, you know why it's funny. I thought it was really funny when they did that about Pete Buttigieg. And again, if you know what it is, you know that it's funny, and if not, you don't need to know. Okay, let me grab these essences here and run down, run up, and kill some things, because we haven't killed some things in a while. So let's kill, kill, kill. Good, you saw there was a lot less up there than there has been the last few times I've been up. Put the leaves in, put stuff into the loot recycler, and then I finally getting rid of that old energy conduit. That wasn't doing me any good at all. Okay, that's running. Let's go ahead and put some gold in. Let's grab the energetic alloy. I need to add some ender eyes, ender somethings, ender pearls. I can never keep all that straight. Okay, I'm going to need 4 of these. So let's put these now in the alloy smelter, and this will make our vibrant alloy. Definitely expensive, but it does trick. Now you can see my energy conduits are full, which is good because it means I'm running enough power, but I might as well keep making a couple more capacitors because I'm going to need a lot more power. So let's run over here, check this. I've got lots of cobble, so I might as well grab it and put it over in the chests over there to get it out of the way. Okay, very good. That's running. It looks like we're doing much better. So we're going to come back over while we're waiting for that stuff to cook in the alloy smelter. I'm going to move some things around a bit here. I'm going to go ahead and let's go ahead and get this gold done. I'm going to go ahead and water these until I can get enough gold. I need 8 of the gold essence for my next infusion stone. So again, sorry for how dizzy that probably makes you, but you don't need to watch me do that whole thing in real time. So it's coming up. Here comes more gold. Doing nicely. See, I've got 6 essence now in my inventory. 7. I think I have 1 over here. And I'm about to find out that no, I don't. So I don't have enough. So I got to go get some more. So we run back over here. We do a little more watering. And then harvest. They come up here fairly quickly. Gold, oddly enough, grows pretty fast. I've never looked into the coding behind to see why some seem to have different speeds, but I believe gold is faster. So let's get that and get that. I should have 9 now, which is plenty for what I do. I have 9, so I have enough to make this next thing. Come over here, grab the strong infusion stone, surround it with 8 of these, and I get an extreme infusion stone, which is what I need to make zivicio. So that's pretty good. That's the end of another day. So we are headed now into day 53. And the next 3 days are going to be kind of boring because I need a bunch of minicio, and there's only one way to get it. So we're going to come over here and we're going to start watering and start harvesting. Going, 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 and it runs along. I'm going to grab my vibrant alloy there. I'm going to make my capacitors. I don't have enough copper. Or enough, yeah, okay, there we go. Okay. There is more copper into the thing. Okay, fine. We're good. Let's go over and grab some more minicio. Again, if you want to see what I'm doing there, just slow it down and you will see it, but it's not worth really watching. It just takes a while. It's just one of those things. Again, I will have a farming station here in about another 10 to 15 days. And it's going to harvest it automatically, and I'll never have to worry about it. I put some copper up into the place where I make, in my composters, in my barrels to make compost, which makes dirt. So that's running. Okay, now I've got my 8 basic capacitors. Get rid of those. Now I'm going to make my 4 double layer capacitors. And then from those, I'm going to make 2 cobblestone or 2 glowstone. And then I will be able to make octadic capacitors. So I now have 4 of these, which is really helping with the power. Let's go ahead and just put them in and get them running. You can see by these other ones where they're starting to store energy. With octadic capacitors, a Stirling generator will actually hold 500,000 RF, which is a lot, until you need it as fast as I do, and then it's not that much. But you'll see, we're coming up. Okay, let me go ahead and grab this gold and take it. Now I'm just going to start putting these back to back. Okay, let's put this over here and see what else we got in our, okay. I've only got 1 stack. I need 16. So I've got a long way to go. So we're headed back over and we're going to get some more. Water, 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 water. Dig, 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 dig. Plant, plant. Dig, plant. Plant. Water, water, water. Yeah. It's kind of tedious, and this is the worst phase of this, because once I get enough of these, it's not bad. And then, of course, after I get enough zivicio, I can make zivicio armor, which means I can fly, which really helps things. Okay, so you see I did not get a whole lot there, but we're got 3 in a portion, so we'll just keep going. Obviously, I'm going to need a new basic infusion stone pretty quick, or weak infusion stone, because it's just about expired. But let's go over and water some more and dig up some more. Again, with that Imperio hoe, I'm getting 5 at a time off of each plant, which is pretty cool. Much better than 1. This would take forever if I could only get 1. So that's moving along. Well, it's just a matter of waiting until I get enough of these harvested. The nice thing is while I'm doing this, I'm getting some extra seeds, so I'm getting to have extra plants planted, which means the growing and harvesting just moves along quicker. About to run out of another day, but let's see how we did. Okay, got another stack. That's pretty good. So that's that. Now we go into day 54. These last 2 days are going to go quick because most of the time is going to be spent over there getting minicio. So again, I'm sorry for the boring on this, but I just want to give you a feel for what it's like to do this if you have the patience for it. When I had my kids in school and played, they just couldn't believe the size of the stuff I could build. And I'm like, guys, it's because I have an attention span longer than 14 seconds, and you don't. Which they laughed at, but they knew it was true. So yeah, I specialized in building really big structures like this, and they just thought it was cool. Let's plant that. Let's go get that gold, water some more. Yeah, I can see the time. I'm already at 10 a.m. here on this day 54. It's moving along. So it is definitely moving quicker. I'm not having to go back and forth as many times to get a few of these to dig up. My general rule is I wait until I can get at least 2 out of the second row. And when I can, then I can go ahead and pull up the whole batch. Okay, moving along. And we are about to complete 2 rows on the 3 sides. I'll leave that 4th side open because that's where the conduits for the farming station are going to go. I don't feel like getting bit by minicio the whole time I'm doing that. Okay, let's come over here and grab this gold. Okay, we've got 7 of those, it looks like. I need 16, so I'm going to go ahead and run out a little more. Again, as we start that 3rd row, this really starts to grow faster. Good stuff. It's not that it grows faster, it's just that they grow and there's more of them growing, so there's more to harvest. Okay, put a couple there in that 3rd row, a couple of seeds. Start on this next section. Okay. About to run out of daylight here too. So I don't know if I'm going to get enough minicio before I run out of day 55 or not. Coming over here to end day 54. And I've got 9 full stacks. I need 7 more. So I've got a ways to go yet. That gives me 6 and... No, I don't like that. Move that down. Move that over. Okay, there's 7 stacks that I need to fill to finish this out. Okay, let's go to sleep. That's the end of day 54. We are now into day 55. If you haven't yet, go ahead and give me a subscribe, a like, or a comment. I'd appreciate that. I will beg for it at the end too, because that's what I do. Okay, we got another batch of minicio. Okay, you shouldn't knock it out accidentally. Sometimes I do this on my laptop, and sometimes with my thumb I hit the touchpad and harvest things that I don't want to harvest yet. Okay, so we're growing, taking out, planting. Let's put these over there, plant this, eat, because I'm hungry, keep this going. Getting really close to the end of this particular video. I'm trying to do the videos now in 5 days. When I was first doing this, some were too short and some were too long, and then I was having to do 2 recordings into a single edit, and boy, that just created problems right and left. So I'm again being OCD about this, but it makes me happy and makes it a little easier to get these done. I'm actually getting to edit, doing the narration on this a little later than I wanted to, so it's going to go up a day later than I wanted it to, but that's just part of the fun of doing YouTube. Hey, if you saw there, I've almost got that 3rd row grown. See how we're doing. 9, 10, 11. I'm going to go ahead and do 2 of these and show you what's going on. Okay. Pull that out. We'll do 4 more stacks of minicio, and you'll see that stone die. Boom. Okay, so what I got to do is I got to put another one of these emeralds in the middle. I've got to surround 1 more layer of minicio around the whole thing. And you'll see why here in just a second. That gives me my stone, weak infusion stone, and then when I run it, boom, I got my 64. Isn't that clever? I thought so. Okay, and now I must have been sitting here and thinking, what do I do next? What do I do next? Oh, I put a regular stone in. And then I put this like this and this like this. And that now is crucio. I put in my strong stone. And I get imperio. I put in my extreme one. And now I have my first 2 zivicio. It just kind of helps to keep the inventory cleaned out a little bit. So I'm going to need this many more stacks. Am I going to get it? Am I going to get it? I don't think so. It's 3 o'clock already on the clock up there on the right. So I'm probably not, but you know, that's fine. It's going to be close. It's going to be really close. I'll know that on day 56 at least I get my zivicio hoe. And then because I'm getting so many layers deep on this, harvesting just really goes faster, especially when you get 9 per plant. Right now I'm getting 5. Nice. Run plant those, and you see I've started another row. So I'll go ahead and turn another row into farmland and run this out. The moon's coming up. I'm gonna run out of time. I'm so sad. Oh well. These things happen. Okay. Grab the gold. Dump everything in here. And I'm close. I'm close. No, okay, I've got enough to make one more zivicio. So I'm going to go ahead and make it. I left this in here. For some reason, I could not put stuff where I wanted it to. And I was getting this stuff all over the place, making a horrible mess. Finally, I just said, hang it. Take it all out. Try again. That's better. Good boy. Good boy. Now put the right stone in. Very sad. Very sad. Okay, put that up, and that now gets me to the next level. And then one more will get me to the final. Now I have 3 Imperio, or Zivicio. I need 4. But I'm out of time. So anyway, this has been Old Dude Plays Minecraft, and thank you so much for watching. If you wouldn't mind, leave a subscribe or a like or a dislike. Leave me a comment, positive, negative. I just want them all. Let me know what you like and what you don't, and I will see you next time on Old Dude Plays Minecraft.